This year's Festival of the Lost is the best it's been for a long time, and if you haven't been playing the game, now's a chance to come back. You're going to get your level up very quickly, you're going to get showered in loads of tier 5 loot, and there's lots of hints and tips for the new event that I can share with you. Plus, of course, we'll have a look at all of the secrets that are enfolded in and around the tower. Oh yes, and I got some great candy farming tips for you as well, because candy's very important this year, so let's just get on with it. Candy is so important this year because of all of the cool stuff you can buy from Eva. Because we've got these, first of all, we've got the Eerie Weapon Engrams, 750 for each of those, and they contain all the goodies. We've got the holofoils in here, and we've also got the submersion bow too, which I managed to get 2 or 3 of now during this event. So for this alone, this is why I've been farming candy. But if you want to grab a warlock class item or a hunter class item or a titan class item, you can grab one of these. Now I believe when you pull these with candy, you're going to get 2. I'm going to check this out, and it didn't happen. Did it happen? No, it didn't happen. Apparently you're supposed to have had 2. Oh, hang on, I did have 2, did I? That wasn't there before. Oh yes, was it? I'm confused now. Oh shit, I wish I noticed. Bugger. I've got to blow all my candy to try it again, so let's do it again. Here we go. Let's see if I get 4 in there. No, that one was definitely there last night because I've just checked on my live stream from last night and it was there. So I'm only getting 1. People said you were getting double pulls of these, so maybe they've stopped doing that, which is a bit unfortunate. But never mind. Anyway, it's quite nice to be able to grab these because, you know, you don't have to have run the mission to do them either. You can just buy them from Eva. And talking of exotics, you can focus exotics up here as well. These are for 2,500 candy. And then you can focus them depending on what you want. So if you want a gunner exotic, go into the gunner region here and think, oh, I want a gunner version of my Hattle of Mantle Barmony, then you can grab that from there. Nice. So I tried out a few different farming methods the other day just to see where the best sources of candy were. And in the past, the heroic public events that you could get all around the map would give you around about 200-ish or 180, 190 candy. They don't give you anything this year, which is just another testament to the fact that they're divorcing the old game from this newer game. They should have really put that all across the board. Bring the entire game back into the fold, eh? Anyway, so you can't get them from any public event, which is a bit of a git. Although I did try a Master Lost sector, and I did have some of them drop from there. I believe it was about 134, 135 candies for doing a Master Lost sector, but they're not really time efficient. They take forever. Next, I tried solo ops, and I did my Grandmaster level there. That gave me 327 candy, so that's not bad. I did on the normal 10 power one, and I got 135 candy there. So, you know, swings around, but you do get more for doing a bit more difficult activities. But I think the absolute winner is going to do the Haunted Altars of Sorrow on the moon. Now, when you run one of them normally, you're going to get about 370 candy once you do all 3 tiers and you complete the big boss at the end. Plus, of course, you're going to get all the lovely juicy rewards at a good level as well, so it's also good for leveling up. But if it's just candy you're after, there's a really cool farming method that I've been using lately. Now, I did do a video on this yesterday, but let me just show you in case you didn't see the video, and why not? Bloody YouTube. Go to Festival of the Lost, and then you want to go to this part here, which is the, you know, the activities. Click on Haunted Altars of Sorrow, go into Customize, and then go to Come Out of Matchmade, okay? And then you can stick it on Grandmaster, and then you just pile in, and you want to run the clock down on this. Right, so here we are. So you can see we've got the starting point here over on the old doodah. So I'm gonna grind my way over there like this. Grindy poos, and there we are. So you want to start the event as normal, okay? Summon old bulbous brain. We were talking on stream last night about the fact that they're called headless ones, but they've got heads. But I think what it means is that they've actually got pumpkins for heads. Look, watch, here he comes. Pumpkin-headed git. There we are. So now we've got to wait now for this to count itself out. And that means, just, see, it's not long. It's an hour and an hour. It's 1 minute and 20 seconds, okay? But if you shoot gits, it extends the timer. So don't shoot any gits at all. If I was you, I'd just get on your sparrow and go for a trundle around and have a little look around the moon, see if you can see anything interesting. Look, they got these lovely gravestones here. 3, 2, 1, and it's over. And it says, there we are, that's the end of it, right? So, once that happens, Wass's face will disappear, and the witches will disappear, and then we'll have a chest appear here in the center, and out of the chest shall pop some rubbish but also some will pop some candy some. Yes, come on candy, let's look now. See, look, 256 candy a run. That is simple pimple, easy peasy. So I really recommend you use this for farming candy if that's just what you're interested in. Don't do it all the time. It'll drive you insane. Play a bit of the game and enjoy yourself. But as well as this great candy farm, you can do something else here as well. Now, what you can do here is you can rank up your Guardian pretty quickly by completing some of the more difficult, well, doodads, I suppose. So look, right, I'm on tier 10, right? So let me show you tier 9. We had activity modifiers on here, and we had the hunger challenge, so complete an activity with the hunger modifier active. No HUD, complete an activity with no HUD active, and brawn, complete an activity with a brawn health modifier active. So what you could do is activate these on your quick solo run when you're just getting the candy, and that should complete those, because it does complete the activity. And I've had people on stream saying they've been doing this, and it's been a brilliant way to get this activity modifiers part of the Guardian challenges done, because it's very useful. Because what you want to try and get is to becoming rank 9, because that then will unlock tier 5 drops once you reach 450 power as a Guardian. Well, you can only be a Guardian. What the bloody hell am I talking about? So at the moment, I am, what am I? I'm 414, which is a bit of a git. So once I get that 450, tier 5s will start dropping in the game normally. However, because it's Festival of the Lost, everybody's getting an extra tier drop. So as long as you're 400 power, you should start getting tier 5 drops from completing any of the activities that are related to the Festival of the Lost. So as an example, to complete your level 9, we need to get a hunger challenge in there, we need to get the no HUD in there, and we need to get the brawn in there. So come to the Festival of the Lost, go down to the picker, go to Festival of the Lost Haunted Altars of Sorrow, go over to customize, make sure you change it to customize there, come on, customize. It has to be on Grandmaster, and then we want to put in the various doodads. So let's have a little look here. So no HUD was one of them, which is there, look, so you could put that one in there. Brawn is also in the player stakes one, so you can pick that one there. There's Brawn, look. And then go up to challenge modifiers, and you want to put a hunger modifier in, which is one of these, look. Solar hunger, arc hunger. Just put in the one that's there. Oh, that's best for you. It makes no difference at all, because you're not going to be fighting, are you? You're just puttering around on your Sparrow. So you put that one in there as well. So you've got all of those in, and then you just go in and launch the activity. Go and start it, wait the clock out, and then you'll complete all of those as well. Unfortunately, I can't get mine done because I've got to unlock the ultimate level, which is 450 and above, and I haven't got that yet. I'm only 414. But a very handy little tip if you're trying to get your rank 9, which is probably the most important rank to unlock gateway tier 5 stuff outside of events like Festival of the Lost and Solstice. Now, a few little hints and tips when you're actually playing the Haunted Altars of Sorrow. You might see that some of them are wearing hats like this. Look, I've come here to the old shooting range to show you this, because it's a hell of a lot easier than having my bottom shot off trying to do an explanation. So these hats, once you shoot them off like this, they land on the floor, look, and then you can pick them up, and it says put on hat, and then you've got a hat damage buff, which is quite nice. Let me see, there we are. You can see my hat was being worn there, even though my mask is in the way. So you can pick up multiple amounts of these hats, and it'll give you a buff. Now, apparently you can pick them up to, like, in the 60s or something, which is ridiculous. But I don't think the damage buff goes all the way to the 60s. It goes up to, like, 10 times, 13 times. I've heard varying reports. So you can pick up plenty of these hats, and it'll increase your damage output, which is very nice indeed. There we are, 3 times hat buff damage. And the good thing is if you die and kill yourself, you drop your hats, and then, let me see if I can kill myself. Hang on. There we go. And your hats should drop off and land on the floor. So my hats have dropped off there, so let's go and have a little look. I should be able to go and pick them back up again. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Look, you can see them on the floor there, which is lovely. So then you can grab your hats and pick them back up and continue where you left off. I think I've lost one hat, but it might have blown off somewhere. And if you're thinking about damage numbers, so I've got a 10 times hat damage buff on here now. So the body shots on an Acolyte was doing 106 before. Let's have a little look and see what a 10 times buff gets you. 176. So it's adding on an extra 70 for 10 of them. So it's not a bad little buff, actually. And apparently that can stack up to, what was it, 13. I may as well check that. Hang on. So let's check the 13 times damage buff here. That's 203. Okay, for those. 203 we said, did we? Yeah, there we are, 203. We've got an extra hat here. Let's just take that one off there and put that on. So that should still be 203 now. Let's find out. Yes, it is, look. So, 13 is the limit. Don't bother collecting any more than 13, apart from the fact that your hat gets bigger each time you pick up a different one. Which is fantastic, really, isn't it? That's a great little idea. I love it. And for those keen-eyed amongst you, you've probably noticed there's another type of hat as well. Look, we've got one here. It's a solar-looking hat. Those ones are like arc-looking ones. These are solar ones. These ones, when you shoot them, they get a... Oh, we're going to just explode. They do get a bit bigger as well. I think my gun's too powerful. But anyway, if you shoot them with a less powerful gun... they just explode and kill them. So solar hats kill, arc hats make you tougher. Now we've got a new armor set this year as well. I really felt like a change. I've been rocking my vampire look forever, so I felt like something different. I really like the look of the Slender Man kind of thing, which I've just been informed this is what it is, but it does look cool for the warlock. So I bought that, but they are not just available for silver. You can buy them for bright dust as well. You can't see it here, look, because I've already bought me warlock one. But here you go. If we come to the Titan one, which I haven't got yet, you can see there we are. It's 6,000 glimmer, 1,500 silver. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to unlock it, look. And open says me. Come on, give me the stuff. Yeah, we want the stuff. Oh, lovely, nice. And just look at the super black. I love it. But there's something you might be missing here in Eververse as well. Come down to the event tab here. And what you want to have a little look at, look, is this. We've all got a free Weasel Error Mask for 404 glimmer. So make sure you pick that up as well. That's a freebie. I only just saw that myself. That's excellent. Sent to inventory. Lovely. Only glimmer, look. Splendid. Just so you know, when you buy those things, they come to your inventory here, so you've got to open it up. Aye, so you can use it. That's great. We've seen many a weasel, haven't we, folks? Yes, it's to do with the weasel errors, of course. Lovely, lovely. Oh, yes, and don't forget about the earnable masks, just in case you're not too sure what I'm talking about. You go to Festival of the Lost here. Now, you do come to this tab in the opening mission that you do, or the opening quest for Eva. But just in case, you come to the Haunted Mask section, look, and this is where you can unlock the masks, okay? So I've kind of done most of them here, but they just you need to fulfill various requirements. So my Grim Mask here, I've got a Dreet some tunks and get void final blows, and I got to throw gourd grenades as well. Those are the little grenades that appear. You can just pick them up and bung them at people and kill folks with them. So it's probably better to do those solo, to be perfectly honest, because if you try and do it in a team of 6, they've always killed them before you bung your grenades. So don't forget to come in here and get all your haunted masks as well. It's quite a spooky one for Lodi. Why does it look so evil and nasty? Oh, the Orin one's quite nice as well. I like Orin mask. That's good. We've also got the Oryx mask there, and the big Pussius Bubo also. So all that remains now is for me to give you a little tour of the tower, because there are some nice little things that you might not know about that are hidden around the place. You know, just kind of little, I suppose you could call them Easter smegs. First of all, you've got 2 trees here. We've got this one in the courtyard, and there's also one over in the Tower Bazaar as well, you know, where Zur is. And in the branches of these trees, you've got candy treats that you can pick up. You can see you've got blue ones there and a big purple one at the top. Both of these trees have these candy. I believe they reset weekly. For some reason I thought they were daily, but it's not. It's weekly. It should be daily, shouldn't it? But it isn't. And some people are also complaining that they haven't had them in their trees at all. So I don't know what's going on there, but if you want to go and grab them, look, let me show you how to get up there. Oh, here we go now. You got a mantle. Mantle! Stop it. Mantle, you idiot. Idiot mantling. Mantle. Why aren't you mantling? Right, there. Mantle there. Right, okay, good. And then we want to go over there to this one here, look. That's it. Just jump straight over. You'll grab that one there. Lovely. I did actually pick one up on the way up. There's another one there. Look, we can just get to there. Lovely. And then we want to get up here. And then go around the edge. And there's another one there. Those blue ones are how much? They're 60 each. And then we got the remaining purple one there. And there we go. We got a little puss cat here waiting on the end. Look, and that's 310 or something. I don't know if it's added them all up. Anyway, there we are. There's some candies there. All right, puss. And if you're wondering where the other tree is, here it is. Although I've already had my candy off this one. You want to jump on this desk to begin your ascent. There you go. That's how you do that. Next, we have exploding black bags of doom that you can kind of, if you jam them, there we go. If you jam them up against something, they explode. Look, which is great fun. I don't know, I just enjoy doing these. Always have done. Always have done. But I'm small-minded and simple. Do you know what I mean? It's like a little game, so you can skid to make it pop with enough pressure to make it pop. Pop! What about these? Well, there's 2 of you, look. They've got different symbols on them as well. Come on, pop. Oh, for God's sake. And that one. Pop! Yay! I don't know why, but I've always liked that. That's great. And we do have some nice decorations stuck around the place as well. Let's have a little look. First of all, let me show you the massive decorations in Zavala's office. Here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! He's got his little pumpkin out again. Look, great. Mind you, this dwarfs what he puts out for the dawning, i.e. nothing. And if you didn't know about this, we've got his knitting here. Look, because he knits, which is nice. We have a very small cat up here. And if you want to listen to some Shaxercise music, you can play a mixtape here in the corner.
Training, Guardian. You can only get stronger from this.
Here we go. Yes, let's boogie. Although I haven't got any boogie emotes in, so I'll just drink my coffee to it. There we are. Lovely. Now, I always like to have a little look around at the decorations as well, because they do a great job of decorating the tower, I think. Although nothing much has changed in 40 billion years. There still are some nice things around the place that you might not see because they're kind of off the beaten track. First one, you want to come here to the hangar, and then we want to follow our way up the stairs. Oh, for God's sake, it's around here. Look, there we are. Up the stairs here. I mean, you know, don't expect to get your mind blown or anything, but come up here, and you might not know that, but there's a secret way up here. Yes, we want to come down the landing gantry, over here and over here, and then we want to jump out onto the pipes. What was that? Oh, it's just something below us. We'll ignore that. Let's keep on going here. Over on the pipes, then we want to jump over to this bit over here, and then over here, and then they usually have a pumpkin in the ducts. Yes, here we go. Is there a pumpkin in the ducts to this? Oh, yes, we got the pumpkin there. Lovely. The investigate isn't for the pumpkin, it's for that thing there. I've got a video on all the tower collectibles if you want to see that. I'll link that at the end, look, if you want to have a little bit of a look about. And then we can pop over this way now, and we can go through the secret doorway. Now, this is what I like to do, and I've never had a reaction for it all year. And I've been doing this for 400 years. Where the hell do I go? Oh, yeah, up here we go, look. Through here, and we're in the box office now. Hello, everyone. Look, there's the main tower there. Okay, we want to come through here, go through this little doorway here, and I think it's down here. Yes, that's right. Chap working in room. Now we want to go and jump up here. All right, so we want to jump over here and over here, and then we want to jump up here. We can see a little light. Look there. Let's get up there, and then we can go there as well. And then we're just going to drop down here. And then we're going to run along here and run through here. And then we're going to do a bit of rumpety-jumpety up here. Yes, sir. And then we want to go there. Look. Get in. Good. And then we want to drop down here. And then go through here. I've done this so many times, I know it easy peasy. And here we are in an armory where we found a secret weapon. I believe it was the Leviathan's breath. But what I recommend you do is come to this little hidey hole, get a spooky emote, and do that and see if anybody notices you. In my entire time doing this, or come and do it yourself. And if you do see somebody hiding up in this little tiny window, take a photograph of it and a photograph. A screenshot, not a photograph. If you do it, take a photograph under one of those cameras, you know, you put the thing over your head and it goes, one of them. And I don't know, post it on Twitter or because I can see it on Twitter or anywhere really. And let us know. Yes, lovely. Yeah, there we are, good. He's a good boy. Archie's boarded up, but don't forget to go and pop and have a little look at Ada, because she always does a little bit of nice decoration, usually. There we go. This isn't Ada. I'm completely confused. Well, anyway, let me show you down here first. You've got a few bits and bobs here, but this fellow in here used to be a raid vendor. I don't know if he still is he? I haven't got a clue. Well, anyway, he's got a few odds and sods in here. There he is, and he's being dominated by a large fallen there. And we've got some nice candles and things. This is still boarded up. It looks like you can get in there, but it's very difficult to. And loads of people have been in there and told me there's nothing in there. Although there is stuff in there for the dawning. So I'll have a little look at that as well. Drifty Poos is nicely decorated. Look as well, isn't he? Yes, that's quite nice. We've got even his moat dunking machine is covered in it. It looks like it's got a big wig on, doesn't it? Yeah, that's nice. I quite like it in here too. And here's Eva. Look, I like the nice set of candles here, and does a great job decorating the place, don't you think? Oh, look, I've got some armor synths here. Let's grab them while I'm here. Come on. Lovely. Now, there's one final spot I want to show you. So, as we emerge back in the Tower Bazaar, where we had the tree, and it's very nice up here as well. And nice stuff around Ricora there too. Yeah, lovely. And Hawthorne's got a few things up there. But what we want to do is go into this little corridor here. Now, then what you want to do is take a right and go down the stairs. And there's a little hidey hole that you can duck and go through. And then down here, we've got our lovely room of ghosts. Hello, Room of Ghosts. I love coming in here every year. I like mingling with the ghosts that come out every year. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't it? No? Anyway, I love it, so bug you. So there we go, folks. Some nice tips there and a couple of secrets there. My normal annual tower tour, which I really enjoy doing. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do enjoy the vid, don't forget there's a new hype function on YouTube now, which really helps me out. So give me a hype if you've got the ability to do so, or if you just enjoy the vid, a like would be fantastic as well. And if you want to see me chucking out more bump, don't forget to give me a subscribe, because I'm going to be covering Ark Raiders. I cover Borderlands 4. I cover Destiny 2, of course. And I live stream as well. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, that would be fantastic. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage it.